For a successful shot with some types of weapons, among the other things you need to take into account, the speed of Earth rotation around its axis. Today we're going to tell you about people who combine mathematical science and physical strength. Today they and their weapons are going to be the heroes of our project. You are watching the next episode of War is Algebra, and I'm your host, Daniel Salem.
Watch this!
An anti-tank missile system comprises various combat and technical components that function together. The capability of one anti-tank guided missile ATGM includes armor penetration, which can range from several millimeters up to 1 meter, depending on the missile's caliber. Additionally, ATGMs are notable for their reusable nature. This contrasts with certain types of single-use handheld grenade launchers, which follow a fire and forget principle. This program will explore the benefits and distinctions between anti-tank missile systems and handheld anti-tank grenade launchers.
Now you see the Faggot anti-tank missile system. This is a fairly powerful missile system, despite the fact that it is no longer a state-of-the-art weapon.
The Fagot anti-tank guided missile ATGM system, introduced into service in 1970, has a long history of engaging armored vehicles. Its operational effectiveness is influenced by the variety of missiles it employs, which also determines the range capabilities of this anti-tank system. Specifications: launcher weight 20.5 kilograms, length 1090 millimeters, width 770 millimeters, height 670 millimeters.
This is the missile itself. This is the launcher. Here you can see the horizontal guidance, the vertical guidance, and the sight itself.
In the event of a direct hit, the missile penetrates armor up to 600 millimeters thick. That is, the forehead of a T-70 tank turret with 410 millimeters of armor will not withstand a missile fired from a Faggot ATGM. Moreover, the enemy's equipment is under the gun around the clock.
The Faggot anti-tank missile system has a night vision device that allows it to shoot at targets both day and night.
The ATGM is operated by 3 people, a section chief, a gunner, and a service number who feeds the ammunition.
We attach the rocket, take it off, set the sight. When the coordinates of the target come in, we take the safety off and fire. All this takes about 30 to 40 seconds.
According to the technical specifications, the Faggot can make 3 such shots per minute, but in practice, Vyacheslav says, it turns out differently.
The speed of fire depends on the work of the service number, as well as on how quickly the tube is removed from the used missile and the new missile is connected. On average, it can take about, well, a minute and a half here.
The main advantage of the Faggot ATGM is that the system operates in different weather conditions. At the same time, the main disadvantage is the wired connection between the launcher and the missile.
There is a wired connection between the missile and the launcher during the entire time it is flying to the target. This is what is connected to the launcher, and there are wires here. We use these wires to correct the path of the rocket during its flight. So, if it's a moving target, then with these 2 levers we bring the missile directly to the target.
As a consequence of this design, the gunner risks his life every time he fires a shot.
The operator controls the flight of the missile the entire time it is flying to the target. So for 8 to 10 seconds the operator is in the crosshairs of the enemy. That is, the installation itself and the operator who launches the missile are targets for the enemy. And they remain so until the operator brings the missile to the target. So there is a high risk that the position will be demasked and, accordingly, the enemy will also start firing at you.
Moreover, any obstacle on the missile's path can break the wire and the missile will become uncontrollable.
So you have to choose the position for firing very carefully and minimize everything around you. For an effective missile launch, the operator must be in an open area without any obstacles that will interfere with the shooting. That is, it should be an open place.
However, the Ukrainian armed forces are also using other anti-tank weapons in the war that is currently taking place in the center of Europe. These are handheld anti-tank grenade launchers.
Watch this!
My call sign is Bin Laden. I'm going to tell you about 2 anti-tank grenade launchers. This is an M72 LAW RPG.
The M72 LAW RPG entered into service about 60 years ago. and since then, according to the soldiers, the practical use of the grenade launcher has changed.
At the time of manufacture, it was really an anti-tank grenade launcher. Now it's considered more of a grenade launcher against light armored vehicles and against infantry.
This handheld grenade launcher has a fairly simple design. The RPG consists of a launcher and a rocket-propelled grenade. Because of this, the weight of the RPG is almost imperceptible to a soldier.
That's good, because sometimes you have to carry a lot of things, and the grenade launcher is not heavy. The warhead of the missile has about 500 grams of explosives. The remainder is made from ordinary materials, plastic.
The RPG has a sliding barrel in the form of two tubes, an outer and an inner tube. During firing, the inner tube is pulled back to expel the propellant gases.
As you can see, the grenade launcher is fitted with a safety device. To use it, you need to pull out the ring and raise the safety. And there will be a button to press. First, you remove the ring, then put the RPG in the shooting position. The safety is on. Then you aim and shoot. They are disposable. This is a single-use weapon. In a battlefield environment, you have little time to take aim. So, in short, in a safe place, you prepare the RPG for combat. Then you have 20 seconds to get out, shoot, and hide. You shoot, immediately drop the tube and run for cover yourself.
The grenade launcher has an aiming range of 200 meters to 1 kilometer. That is, it can be used both for firing at enemy positions and for urban combat.
By the way, it's a pretty good thing.
And this pretty good thing is more suitable for destroying enemy vehicles. This is an RPG-90 Matador.
In particular, it is a real anti-tank grenade launcher. As you can see, this weapon is a bit more serious.
The RPG-90 Matador can be described as a modern weapon that was put into service in 2000. The Matador weighs almost as much as for M72 LAW RPGs, but despite this minor drawback, the military use it effectively.
We were more interested not in its weight, but in how effective this weapon was. When the group went on missions, we tried to take at least one, because it's a pretty powerful weapon for firing. The mass of the warhead here ranges from 5 to 7 kilograms, depending on the weapon's modification. It is obvious that this weapon will not penetrate the frontal armor of any tank, but it will be able to hit somewhere on the side. For example, in the track and break it down. I know guys who actually destroyed AT-72 with 2 Matadors. So it's a pretty serious thing. The effective firing range is approximately 200 meters. The specifications state that it can shoot from 14 to 500 meters. However, it is best fired from a distance of 100 meters, no closer. As you can understand, 14 meters is very close. It is effective to shoot from a distance of 100 to 200 meters. This way, you don't reveal your positions as much. Well, you still reveal your positions, but this way you have at least a second more time to hide.
Despite the weight of the RPG-90 Matador, it is quite easy and comfortable to shoot, and you can do it both day and night, because the RPG is equipped with a night vision device.
The safety switch is located here. It is also quite well made, and here is the optical sight. It's very easy to remove the safety. When you take the safety off, this grip unfolds like this, and then you aim like this. There will be a button there. This is the sight. You can adjust it as you like, and then you can shoot. Also, as you can see, when you shoot, the support goes into your shoulder, and it's very easy. Having a fulcrum is also a very good advantage. It prevents the weapon from jumping off and is very comfortable to hold.
Just like the M72 LAW RPG, the Matador is a disposable weapon.
After firing the projectile, you discard the, let's say, no longer needed tube and escape. Sometimes, after we use them, the guys and I would take the tubes as a souvenir. I am very grateful that we are given such weapons. There is no doubt that this weapon is effective.
Watch this.
A well-equipped army with weapons can easily destroy an enemy, but most importantly, save the lives of their own soldiers. Take care of yourself. This is War is Algebra.